Hello everybody and welcome to FM24 with the European Journeyman Save, where we are starting our next season with Nagykanizsa. We're still there, no other job offers came in, but this is the last and final season. We're going to see out our contract unless we get a job offer beforehand, so let's make it a good one, hey? Let's dive in. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Save, and starting off, we have played 4 games this season, 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, 7 points, sees us second in the table, behind high-flying Ferencváros. They are just a level above. Our 1 loss this season is to Ferencváros, and they are dominating the league, which is very, very annoying. Yes, I think we're not going to win this league in Hungary, but hopefully we put up a good enough challenge and battle and improve on our mid-table finish last year so that we can get higher up, improve our reputation and enjoy what we're doing. 2 bits of news though. Currently I am running a poll on my channel to say, do we stick with using Milankovic's, that's not his name, Milanic's tactics, or do we go free reign and enjoy whatever we want to do? Generally, I'm thinking free reign. I think you guys are as well. It's something like 64% of the vote is saying free reign. We can introduce cultured ball into the save, which is what we're going to be doing in this episode, and I have done it in the last game as well against Ferencváros. We're actually playing Dition in this game, who are 5th in the league, so up there with us as well, only 1 point behind us, and generally a good team to play against. That is the other thing that I think we need to focus on, is beating the better teams. That's where we struggled last year. Hopefully this year we improve that a little bit. The second massive bit of news, if you're not in my Discord, please do join the Discord. The link is in the description below. But yeah, FM25 has had some announcements, a development update thing going on. I'm not going to really do a reaction video to it because it's more of a blog than a video, so there's nothing to react to. You'd be reacting to me reading stuff, which I don't think is very good. But yeah, some big news in there, so go and read it, go and check it out and let me know your thoughts about what you think for FM25 and how it's going to be. I'm excited. I'm always excited for Football Manager. That's why I record videos about it on YouTube. So yeah, that's where we stand at the moment. But 4 games into this season, we've got some signings to talk about. Let's get in and have a look. So first off, I'm not going to go through these players. I'll zoom in on them with editing. Dave will do a good job there. But released players, some big names in here. Bence Biro didn't get a new contract. David Semeshi, Bruno Matos, Jack Armstrong, Andras Winkler, Brandon Austin, Sazbo, Godzav Telman, Cizagli. Some huge names that we've let go to free up wage budget space. We have shrunk the size of the squad by about a quarter, I think it is. If we look at all these players that have gone, we'll go and have a look at the other players that have gone out as well, and we'll touch on the players in. It is a much smaller squad with a lot more versatility in it. So also leaving was Gabriel Melli, our goalkeeper. He dropped into backup goalkeeper, didn't he? But he's gone on a free transfer at the end of his contract as well. But we didn't release him. He agreed to move to Siofak in the league below, and is currently their first choice keeper. Playing not too bad for them, better than he did for us in the top division, sort of matching what he did for us in the second division as well. So hopefully he does well for Siofak. We'll keep an eye on him. We probably won't, because he's 28 and I hope I don't have to sign his sort of caliber of player again. The other one is Dominic Rosas, the right back, centre back, leaves us to join Tatabanya, which is an amazingly good name for a team. They are in non-league and he's not impressing down there. So again, I wish him all the best, but I hope our paths do not cross again in this save, because something's gone wrong if we're signing a player of his caliber. And of course, we knew it was happening, but Simon Gaspelamar has left and joined Saskavar. He left us in the summer, obviously. 60k for him, but it was agreed a long time ago. 1 appearance so far, got a 6.8, dropped down to the league below to get some first team football. But yeah, he was actually half decent for us and did a good job, but he has also gone as well. Lots of money off the wage bill. So on to the ins, and first up is Jack Scott, Northern Irish right back, signed from Northern Ireland Premier League team Coleraine on a free transfer. He has had 3 seasons back to back, averaging over a 7 in Ireland. Very good cross completion when we look through the data. Very good average ratings, as you can tell, and did a very good job for Coleraine. So we've decided to give him a chance in the Hungarian Premier Division, And so far, he's not disappointed too much. A 6.72 average rating in the league isn't too bad. 100% of his shots have been on target, 92% pass completion ratio, and a tackle win percentage of 60%. So not dreadful, not the best. But yeah, looking forward to see what Jack Scott can do at right back. Next up on a free transfer, Nikola Tedic, a young-ish, 24 years old, young-ish winger that we've bought in from Novi Sad out in Serbia. They're in the Serbian Premier League, and again, at a 7.17 out of his 4 last seasons. 3 of them have been above a 7, and the only one not above a 7 was a 6.8. The Serbian Premier Division is a good division as well, so it should be pretty good. 4 assists last year, 1 goal, 26 appearances. I thought we would snap him up and give us a bit of versatility and cover on the wings. Furtado and Pedersen are still both at the club, but beyond them, we don't really have too many options on the wing. So we brought in Nikola Tadic. He's going to offer a backup position for both of those wingers, and we'll get some game time. I'm sure he will, but 24 years old, we've given him a bit of potential. He's very consistent, can't jump, a bit injury prone, but we don't worry about that. And then we went and raided Colombia for 28-year-old central midfielder Aldair Zarate, who is, I'd say really good, but we can't see his attributes, can we? He has been signed from the Colombian second division, believe it or not. It's not even the top division in Colombia. From Deportivo Pereira, he had 1 season there, got a 6.79, but had really good attributes for ball winning and progressive passes. So we've brought him in to see what he can do. He had a pass percentage of 87%, successful passes, which is really, really good, and won 2.79 tackles per 90 minutes last season. And then had a good season before that as well for Bogota FC, I should call him, in Torneo de Mayor as well, which I'm pretty sure is the second division behind Liga de Mayor. But yeah, we'll have to check. Someone will check that for me and let me know in the comments below, I'm sure, if I'm wrong or if I'm right. But 4 appearances so far this year, 6.73, seems to have stepped to the Hungarian Premier Division pretty well, to be honest. So looking forward to see what he can do. And when he comes in and is worth around about £1 million, I think I've made a good signing. Next up, another central midfielder, Toplik Grbovic, joins as well. He has joined from Serbia, being Serbian. 24 years old. He joins from the Serbian Premier League as well, where he played for India. And he comes from a 6.6. He's got better every season, so I've put a bit of faith in him. Looking at his rough attributes and stats from last year, 35 appearances in the league, an 87% pass completion rate, 1.97 tackles won per game, 35% of his shots on target. He did win 23 fouls as well, which is pretty decent, to be honest. He started okay for us, 4 appearances, 6.72. I think all of those have been as a substitute. I may be wrong in one game, but yeah, not too bad. I think he's going to be okay. Maybe won't improve too much, but for the 1 season we've got left at Nagykanizsa, I think we're setting them up in a very good place. I say 1 more season. You never know. You never know. And the final transfer is a Hungarian youngster, 20 years old. We've bought in a Hungarian youngster, Szazbar Balinat. He's only on £500 a week, but has huge potential. Our scouts would not stop raving about him after he had a very good stint in the Sparta Rotterdam youth team, where he had 22 appearances, 6 goals, 6 assists, and a 6.96 at the age of 19. And it wasn't really a one-off. The year before that, 18 appearances, 3 assists, 2 goals, 6.88. And before that, when he came through the youth intake, 7 appearances, 4 goals, 6.99. So we've brought in someone with very, very good potential who I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. And our coaches are still very happy. He has the potential to be a good OTP Bank League attacking midfielder. He's training well. He's got a good personality because he's determined. He can't jump, but we'll see how he gets on. 3 appearances for us already this season coming off the bench, and I'm excited to see what he can do. Always good to bring in a youngster of the same nationality from abroad back home and hopefully see them develop. So yeah, and that is that. All of our transfers in. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in, and a whopping total of 2 plus whatever we release. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people out. 12 outs and 5 ins has seen our squad look a lot smaller. It looks the same size now because we've called up 3 youth players to our team who are here, But yeah, it's a lot smaller than what it was before. So I'm excited about this season. I'm excited to see where it goes. As I said, it started reasonably well. We beat Diosgior 3-1 on the opening day. We lost 1-0 to Ferencvaros, which was a little bit annoying. And then I decided to play a bit of cultured ball and see how we got on. A 3-1 win over MTK and a 2-2 draw with Ferencvaros, which is very annoying because we took a 2-goal lead in the first half and threw it away, which is very frustrating. But yeah, today we're going to be taking on dition, and then maybe we'll do Puskas Academy as well. But I am watching the highlights in extended at the moment so that we can get a better understanding of what is happening on the pitch. But yeah, I'm eyeing this up to be our final season with Nagykanizsa. They are still not letting me do a coaching course, so we'll ask again and see what we can do. But overall, in terms of our contract, it is expiring at the end of this season in 2028. So we'll have to see what comes up. Not too much out there at the moment in the playable divisions. We have a couple of jobs out in Belarus whose season will be coming to an end ever so soon. Gazovic were there. Who are Gazovic are near the bottom in Belarus, so not too keen in that one. That was in the second division as well. And then in the top division, in the Vyššaja Liga, this one is Slavia Moisa, who are in the relegation spot. So no thank you for that one. Other than that, there's not too much knocking around in terms of job security. Very insecure, another one in the second division of Belarus. A few people insecure, but none of them that really take my fancy, to be honest. So you never know. It might be another season in Nagykanizsa. I'm sort of thinking we need to move on, and if that takes a resign and wait for a different job to come up, then so be it. We shall see. Okay, that's all that done. Now we go on to the tactics. This is going to be a bit of a wishy-washy episode going all over the place. A 4-4-1-1 with two holding midfielders is what we're lining up with cultured ball. It's actually not too dissimilar to a 4-4-2 we were playing before. However, we're going to have runners through the channels from Lungoy a little bit deeper. Pedersen starts as an inverted winger on attack to run into this space up here, sort of bring the ball inside. We have two inverted fullbacks, a centre-back and a libero, because that's how I roll in the Hungarian Premier Division. Furtado runs up the wing on the right. We've got Gulubakas starting as a volante, pushing on to give us an extra man in sort of support of the strikers. But by the time he gets up there, Lungoy should be sort of alongside the striker, really. Sorensen holds a bit of the fort at the holding midfielder, and Romanchuk is our libero. And I don't want to say I'm putting him under a lot of pressure, but he has been doing pretty well as a libero. 6.72, again, it's not amazing, but 6.72, and he has been starting phenomenally as a libero. And I just love to see what he does in the match engine. It's great to see him giving us another option in midfield. Then we have, at the moment, Hanya, Soto, and Scott playing as sort of the back three in there as well, which is really good. And it's just fun to watch. It's fun to use a libero. I'm going to admit it. It's just fun to use a libero. We're trying to dominate possession in games. That's what we're trying to do now. We're not countering. We are counter pressing, but we're not countering. And we're playing short passing to try and build the ball up through the pitch and through the players to see what we can do as Rude goes absolutely mental at someone, probably in the hallway. He's very protective because we're looking after another dog at the moment, and that's put him out of whack a little bit. So I'm just going to go and make sure he's all right. Okay, so with him calmed down, we are going back to the game finally, and yeah, that took a bit longer than I thought. You won't know, it'll be a click of the fingers. That's the other dog now barking, if you can hear that. Hopefully, the noise cancelling of this microphone means you don't hear it too much. I'm going to go out there and say we owe Debrecen, so let's crack on with this one. And yeah, my wife has gone out, and I thought, while my wife's out, I'll use the time to record a video. The dogs are now barking at something in the hallway, but they'll be fine. They'll be fine. There's nothing wrong with them. They're both very nice dogs. But yeah, here we go then. We're underway against the Debrecen. They are playing in white. We are in our red kit as Longcar has the ball. Back to, that's a name I'm not even going to try and pronounce. Let's call him Susie when he's on the ball. But yeah, we'll see how this does pan out. You can see we're playing on extended highlights, trying to see a little bit more of the game. So here is Romanchuk, our libero, into Gulbakis. That's a great ball through. Pecorino, was he fouled? Referee says no. We play on with Pedersen. Sorensen into Gublikats. Romanchuk from libero comes forward into the box, and his shot is blocked into the side netting. And honestly, if you've not created a formation that works with the libero, are you even playing FM24? Because it's quite quite fun. It's fun. It's just fun having a libero. It's in the game now. You might as well use it as much as you possibly can, I think. And it's welcome to cultured ball. We're modern thinking. We're not like gegenpressing and abusing that in Football Manager 24. That's not how I want my teams to play. Pedersen is in! The keeper gets a hand to it. Fortuno couldn't keep it out. His fortune wasn't on his side. And he's palmed it into the, underneath the crossbar, roof of the net. But a corner comes in from Hagge. It was cleared away. Sorensen recycled possession out to Scott. Scott into Pedersen. And then on that right foot, Fortuna just couldn't keep it out. Palms it in. And that is 1-0 Nagykanizsa. But yes, the whole point of this system is we do play a bit on the front foot. We are counter-pressing, but we're not countering. We're sort of keeping a bit of a shape when we win the ball back or lose the ball rather than chasing it and really trying to counter quickly and running people out of possessions. I do have a second system which doesn't use a libero, but is very, very attacking, which I'm sure we'll see at some point in this save. And if the vote goes the way I think it will, which is why I'm recording this one with a bit of cultured ball, but you can see, nice bit of possession around the edge. That's a fanciful effort from Pecorino from outside the box. But 20 minutes gone, 1-0 up. We are keeping the ball pretty damn well. Hanya into Gulbacas, the Segundo Volante. There's Rumenchuk. Look at him go. Give us an extra body in midfield as Furtado comes down the right-hand side. He's only got one target to hit. It's Pecorino, and he finds him, but it's over the bar. And yeah, I mean, a few of you have been asking about like tactical stuff and how do I decide what I'm playing and things like that. I don't know. I try and talk tactics more on stream, to be honest. So if you want to come and watch me stream at twitch.tv/cultureleftfoot, then please do. But yeah, we're doing a Build a Nation with Singapore where we're trying to just look at tactics and see what we can do. That's easy for Will Dennis, and their striker was offside. So we are doing very well. I'm going to encourage them, try and get a second goal, as Rumenchuk is on a yellow card as the libero, which isn't great. And of course, we've gone back to this skin. If you didn't watch the last episode, we've gone back from Musterman to this skin because it messed up around about the April time, I think it was, in one of the seasons. It wouldn't progress further. I changed the skin and it progressed through. So I am just not using the Musterman skin for that at the moment. So we're using old-fashioned data, which is written down rather than in pizza charts, as Galubicus is there. Lungoya comes forward but is tackled. Udrin back to Palumbi, into Vasco. Kuznia out to Dominguez. At the moment, there's a man free. I'm watching sort of this area because they've got an overload on the left. They are getting a lot of men forward here as Dominguez takes over with it on the right-hand side. Beats his man. Swings in the cross. Will Dennis spills it. And on the open net, Longcar puts it in. Stefan Longcar makes it 1-1. And you've got to sort of blame Will Dennis for that one. It was a poor punch. I don't know if he actually tried to come and catch it rather than punch it and just got his catch wrong. He comes in, he's under a little bit of pressure. It's a bad animation in the game. But yeah, he does make a little bit of an error there. But yeah, tough. Free kick. Hanya, who does have a good free kick on him. That one hits the roof of the net. He's been a danger from free kicks, Hanya, but couldn't make the most of that one. Kuznier into Vasco. Vasco into Dominguez. Dominguez shoots Dennis. That's a good save. He's touched that one past the post and kept his team in it. Will Dennis there. And you can see Ujapest 2-0 down. Meskoveds beating them. As Dominguez ball in. Rumenchuk heads it away. Can we get on the counter here with Furtado from their corner? Furtado normally has a bit of pace, but he looked a bit sluggish there. Half time, 1-1. We've had more shots. They've got slightly better XG from their goal. But I do feel like we are I think we're doing all right. Let's give everything we've got, and we'll just go out there with the old, you weren't that bad, and I think you can do all right, boost their confidence a little bit. We'll keep it as it is at the moment, and go from here as the boys know. Give it to the libero. That's what they want to do. As Pedersen goes long looking for Pecorino, who should still be good in the air. I don't want to say he's a one-season wonder, Pecorino, but he definitely has started this season slower than what he did last season with scoring a lot of goals. But we should see. Obviously, we had a system last year which was made for crosses into the box, which suits his height a little bit more and his heading ability. But he should still be able to get on the end of crosses. We haven't taken that away as an option to score goals by going to this system. It is still basically a 4-4-2, just with a little bit more of a solidity to it that I like. As Vasco takes over the ball in midfield. Ball up to Dominguez. Dominguez comes forward. We haven't put any opposition instructions on yet as well, which is something that I do like to do the more we watch a game, as that's a tough header from Susie. It goes over the bar. And, yeah, we're a bit far into the game now, so we can see what they're doing. So Dominguez is playing pretty well, so we'll give him a big kick in. In fact, let's force him inside. Let's do that to Susie as well. We'll force them inside and just say, you know, don't try and put those crosses in. We are going to just try and dominate the holding midfielder, and then that's the more advanced wing back. So chances are he'll be an inverted wing back. He's not, he's just a normal wing back, but we're still going to try and kick him pretty hard. So there are a few changes we can make to bring fresh legs on. It's 7 shots apiece. We are playing on balanced as well. I don't want us to push the game or push too much, but we do need to take a risk every so often. We're not Gareth Southgate after all. We do want to take some risks in life. It's not all about ham meal deals, is it? It's about taking some risks and getting the bus. So Lungu's not playing brilliantly, but we're going to bring on Zarate for him, which pushes Gublicas up into this role here. Zarate, who does like to get forward in his player traits, moves into channels, gets forward whenever possible, shoots for power, plays 1-2s. So as a volante, he should be pretty good in that position. Fitness-wise, we're not doing too bad. Romanchuk is struggling a little bit, so we could take him off. And I'm not against. I put Ular back there last time. I do have Nathan Ferguson on the bench, so I think we will bring on Ferguson in there as well. And then Pecorino could come off, and we could look to mix it up a bit with that, but we'll give him a little bit longer and just make those 2 changes to start with. Here is Scott with a throw-in into Zarate. Scott gets it back, swings it into the box. Pedersen with the header. It's in! I thought it was going to go over, but Stigdion Pedersen gets his goal, and that is his second of the game and gives us a 2-1 lead. And whoever that is walking around the side, I think it is Lungoi, doesn't give a shit like that his team have just scored. Zarate gets it back to Scott. It's a second assist for Scott as well. I think he's got both of them. It took a weird sort of deflection, I think, off the keeper, who has been pretty terrible for them, to be honest. But yeah, Palumbe on the ball for Di Goyosa, I think is how you pronounce their name. Honestly, why I started in Hungary, I have no idea. The names are so difficult. That's a great interception from Hangia to win the ball back. Sorensen up to Hangia again. Pedersen got 2 goals to his name live on camera already. Hangia back to Pedersen. That's some good football. He's going to go wide. Lays it in. Oh, God. Tried to pick out Sorensen, but couldn't get it. He's won it back again. This boy's on fire. Into Zarate. He's tackled, but Ferguson, the libero, picks it up. Furtado gets into the box. Can he put a cross in? He tries. It's blocked. He'll keep it in play. Furtado swings in a cross. Pedersen, it's a hat-trick! Stiger Diljan Pedersen, remember the name. He could be coming with us, and we'll definitely be keeping an eye on him wherever we go next, because signed from the Benfica youth system, he has been superb in Hungary. Furtado did really well to keep it alive after the first cross was blocked, dug out a cross with his left foot, and Pedersen's there. And this is why I'm saying Pecorino up front should still be getting good chances, because we're not stopping the crosses coming in. We are still playing a crossing system. It's just that we're not doing it in a flat 4-4-2. So he should be able to get his head on the ball. Zarate, Pedersen cuts in field. Pedersen into the box. His shot is blocked. And it will go behind for another corner. It looks like we've got another corner from that as well. As Zarate with this one. Is he going to go to the edge of the box again? He is. That was telegraphed. Zarate gets it back. Cuts in field. Pedersen with a shot. Another corner. And with 10 minutes to go, 3-1 up. Cultured ball is looking pretty damn good at the moment. Zarate again to the edge of the box. Pedersen back to Zarate first time. Cross comes in. Keeper comes a long way and punches it away as Manrique will try to launch a counter-attack. But that is... I don't even know what that was from their player there. But there you go. Soto wins his header. Zarate picks it up into Scott. Scott into Sorensen. Sorensen into Zarate. Back to Scott again. Nice, sensible passing, this one. Furtado can come in field with the ball. Finds Pedersen. Pedersen beats his man into Gublicas. Oh, he should have just squared it to Pecorino, and it would have been a simple finish. Oh, they've just changed to a 4-4-2, so we'll keep an eye on that one. But, yeah, okay, we are doing okay. We'll do Pecorino off for Nagy up front, a youngster from the youth team. And then we'll go into here and look at this. So we've got Dominguez up front. We don't want to be tackling him hard in terms of him as a striker, but we will now tackle this guy here and we'll pressure the other wing back or the other full back as well. And let's get Longcore just out of the game if we can, because I think he's a box to box, so he shouldn't cause us too many issues, touch wood. But with 4 minutes to go, 3-1 is the score to Nagykanizsa as Dominguez, oh my word, what a hit from Brandon Dominguez. Wow, he has gone up front. It could be offside in front of Dennis. That's what they're checking from VAR. And it has been disallowed. Dennis's view was blocked, obviously, by a striker. We'll see here. There is a man standing offside. Is it him? Yes, it is. Really clearly in front of Will Dennis. And I'd say VAR made the correct decision there. Very nice stuff. 4 minutes to go. 13 shots to 7. 7 on target to 3. We have had a better XG as well. And with a last kick of the game, this should be the full-time whistle, to be honest, as Hanya brings it forward out from the back. The rest defence, playing this sort of defence with 2 inverted fullbacks, a libero and a centre-back, is really good. It's very, very difficult for teams to sort of counter on you. And if they're playing 2 up front, it is easier for them because the libero pushes on, right? But you still should outnumber them at the back. But there we go. 3-1, the victory on camera. Lovely stuff. Pedersen with a hat-trick as well. You absolutely love to see it. Very happy with the result. Very well played, everyone. That was superb. How did you... A massive result. How did you do it? Ask the assistant. He'll let you know. Because press conferences are rubbish. But yes, there we go. So Nagy makes his professional debut. He's come on, up from the youth team. Still technically on a youth contract. But we're trying to give him a run and get some of these youth players involved, as we stated in a lot of an earlier episode. But superb in front of goal from Pedersen. Lovely, lovely stuff from him. And of course, go and speak to the assistant for the post-match press conference. But please do let me know your thoughts on the tactics, what we do, and if you want me to go into a bit more detail about it. I will try and get back to 2 games an episode. I know a lot of you have commented to say that is what you prefer, so we'll try and get that sorted as well. And let me know your thoughts about FM24. Go and read it. I'll put the link in the Discord. You can go and read the article that Sports Interactive have released, and you can go from there. If you're enjoying this series, please do leave a like. It is the best way to show that you're enjoying it, and for other people to find it as well. The more likes, the more engagement, the more people see the videos. That is generally how it works on YouTube. I'm not making that up. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.